Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. Ooh, man, that last episode was kind of intense. I'm actually kind of surprised about how well. Oh, I'm just moving my mouse here. I'm really surprised about how well I did relatively on that botchling fight. I mean, we could have gone another path. We could have gone the path where we transformed the botchling into a lubricant. That path is arguably. I would say arguably harder, given because that path actually spawns a couple more wraith. The path where we kill the botchling, it spawns 3 wraith plus the botchling itself. But while we kill the wraith, we could like axi the botchling, right? So it's not much of a problem. And I think the other path has like 4 or maybe 5. It's definitely more than 3 wraith on the other path, and it's another big mess. So given that it only took me 2 tries, I would say I performed okay. I got lucky, but let's just say I performed pretty well. Once again, I'm going to have to preface this video by saying that I do have my window open, so I can hear the cars really, really well just from my room, because I kind of live just right next to a highway, like right on the corner there, so the cars are pretty loud if I have my windows open. When I have them closed, it's like I can't hear them at all. My room is pretty soundproof. But it's open, there are cars out there, and once in a while a truck will roll by and it's like really loud. Especially, sometimes there's like emergency vehicles, like ambulance and stuff. So I'm kind of just like testing this video because I'm like recording right in the middle of the day, and there are a lot of cars out there, so I don't know if my microphone will pick up some of it. If it does, well, I'll find another option in the future. If it doesn't, then that's good. Alright, so let's actually get on to what we're doing this episode now. So we finished that whole Peller ritual last time at the end of last episode. Now the Peller has asked us to visit some Voytek dude, and one of them lives inside a fisherman's hut. So let's go ahead and do that and move on to the next stage of the quest.
Move it!
Alright, so we're just going to ride Roach there. And between last episode and right now, I actually installed an update to the W3EE mod. Thank you, Reaper, who just made a couple of changes to the gameplay and stuff. I think the most important things are, well, actually, I'm not sure if I installed it properly. I don't know why my character doesn't have a little... My character is missing its icon on the minimap there, if you see there. Let me check my world map to see if this is working properly. Okay, so my current position on the world map shows properly, but not on the minimap. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I installed the patch properly. But anyway, so we got stuff like to those of you watching this live, it's gonna be quite a while, like before I post this from the time I'm actually recording it. So it might have happened a while ago, but important patches include like reduced frequency of relic type weapons. We got, I think that he buffed up the stats on some of the Hearts of Stone weapons. Let me just take a look. The only Hearts of Stone weapon I really have is the Iris. So, yep, it's definitely been buffed. I can see that here. So, I guess I did install the patch properly. It was like 900 something damage before. Now it's over 1,000. I don't know if the actual weapon ability has been buffed. I don't think it would have been. I'm not sure. We have to check it. And I think this thing now has even more attack power than before. Plus 23%, 15% attack speed, 25% offensive stamina efficiency, 25% injury chance. The Iris is a badass weapon now. Not that it wasn't before, but now it's even better. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Find ourselves a fisherman. Yeah, because it's funny because on the mod page, right, on Nexus mods, the website, the mod author gave instructions on how to like patch the mod, and it was like you have to delete these 3 folders from the DLC folder in the game's files, and then he was like, if all 3 of those folders are in your DLC folder, then you did something wrong, because they're not supposed to be it's not supposed to be all 3 of them in there. I looked, and you know what? There were 3 of them in there, so... Well, I can only hope that I didn't break the game too much, and if I did, well, I'll try to fix it. Off screen, obviously. So we got some ghouls here, which I can certainly
Lost
fight.
your nerve?
No problem. After that botchling fight, I feel like I'm just invincible. Alright. Gotta play a little bit more passively because we do have a lot of them. Oh. Whoa, I'm not sure why that sword swung so slowly. But there's a strong attack. Oh yeah, that's good. I don't know. Could be just me, but it felt like that Iris strong attack did a lot more damage than it used to. Could just be me. Ow. Okay, let's try this again. It's kind of hard to tell, actually. Whatever. More damage is always good.
Time to end this.
Okay. I mean, I took a bit more damage than I'm comfortable with, but oh, wait a minute. The adrenaline icon has been changed. Oh, interesting.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Alright. Let's loot some of this stuff. I gotta eat some food here. I mean, given that there were, I don't know, what, 5 ghouls? I'm surprised I actually didn't die, so that's that's something, I suppose. A couple more things I can loot here. And I did craft some bombs off screen, so I am now able to destroy these monster nests. I mean, when I think about it, it probably costs more for me to make a bomb than it does, than like these monster nest rewards actually provide. But the OCD in me just wants to do everything in this game, so I just gotta do everything. 27 crowns. Okay. Good. Oh, wait a minute. What does this corp have? Ruby. Wait a minute. Is that deja vu? I feel like I've already looted Ruby off of one of these corpses before, and I have no idea why I just picked up those ashes. As far as I know, they are completely useless in this game. Like, when you have an item that cannot be dismantled any further, and you still try to dismantle it, you get ashes, and it's just completely useless. You can't even sell it for anything. I don't remember if you could actually sell ashes in, like, vanilla Witcher 3, but I feel like, crowns in vanilla Witcher 3 were abundant enough that you didn't really have to do much selling. Okay, so here we are, Fisherman Voytek's hut. Alright. See what we have inside. Hi there. Oh, you have kids.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
They call you Voytek.
They do, kind sir. But I's not done a thing. Swear it on the lives of my young'uns.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Alright, the child messed up. Okay, so, what did you see? Describe her.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Okay. And what happened to her?
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenfurt. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
And where is Anna?
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twas then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Fiery marks. Oh, wow. He drew that pretty well. Okay, tell me about these marks then.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Okay, and what happened next?
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Okay.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Well, I mean, Anna's probably not dead, but thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Okay, guess it's time to move on. You can just stay here in your fisherman's hut and be merry citizens. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, let's loot some of this stuff. Oh my goodness. I probably shouldn't have picked up all those things. They weigh quite a bit, I would imagine. Alright, so I got 2 things I can do right now. Talk to the Baron about his family, or find Tamara, the Baron's daughter, in Oxenfurt. That's right. Okay, I think I'm going to do the Oxenfurt one first. Because then once we go to the Baron, we can kind of tell him what happened to his wife, as well as if we happen to find his daughter in Oxenfurt, then
Giddy up.
the 2 birds and all that. Alright, oh man, there's a river here. I think I'm going to cross with that bridge over there. Even though my quest... Roach, don't be too silly now. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Just getting stuck on all kinds of stuff. And, oh, actually... Nah, I'm not going to fast travel. Just going to ride Roach over there, and if I find any of these places of interest, I will just see what they are about. So we got some spoils of war here, obviously because it's inside the water. There are going to be drowners. Alright. Let's go. Ow. No. Leave me alone. Okay, what do we have here? Locked key required. Oh boy. Is this a key? There it is, aged key. Come on, drowners. Accurate Remervord blade and a Moana runestone. Okay, good enough. these drowners that kind of swim underwater, they will never come up on land to fight you. They'll always stay underwater. That's why you can kind of actually just shoot them with a crossbow while on land. And if they're close enough to the surface, you can just like pick them off. But I don't really see much use in doing that. It's a waste of bolts. Although I did do that once, I remember, back at that lighthouse. And that's because he was keeping me in combat and I wasn't gonna have it. Okay. Oh man, that is some very, very dark skies for 9 a.m. Typically, if it's not raining at least, sun would be shining and be really pretty. Unfortunately, in The Witcher 3, we don't really have a means to control the weather. I mean, I don't know why we would have the means to do that. Actually, it's not unheard of that mages can control the weather. Like, there is a guy named... Oh, so this is actually a place that we can take a look at here. The Devil's Pit. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there was some kind of like quest or something down here, but since... yeah, let's just check it out. As I was saying, there's this kind of mage from Skellige called Vader Makers. It's a weird name, I know. And they can kind of control the weather however they want. Actually, you get to meet one of those once we get to Skellige, I believe. Alright, we got some bandits. This is actually an entire bandit camp. So let's fight them, I guess. They shouldn't be much trouble. I'm trying to use Yurden a bit more. Definitely want to level it up.
Time to end this.
Ow. Yeah, because I feel like Yurden can become very powerful once I level up a bit. Okay. There's a lot of them here, so keep on fighting. Ow. Damn it.
Your arse is mine.
Yeah, try to defend with that axe. Oh god. Aha! There you go. That felt pretty good, actually. Nice. Any more of you? Oh, there is one more. Didn't see you back there. Oh my god. Stop it. Oh damn, I need stamina.
Don't let up!
And dead. No chance. Alright. Nothing interesting here. Come on, drop me some food. Damn it. These bandits. Not dropping a lot of stuff lately. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a single weapon, that's it. I liked it back when they used to drop like a raspberry or a goat's milk or something. You know, give me something to loot. Alright, oh, there are more of them up here. Okay. Well, your funeral.
Your skin off. Don't let him catch his breath!
Oh my god.
Witchcraft!
Not too late to surrender.
Actually, it is too late. Okay. Nothing from those guys. And let's check down here. There is an actual like bandit camp loot that we can find here. Gotta go all the way down. Yeah, not really concerned about fall damage. Okay. Here it is. What do we have? Florins and... yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that hardened leather. Man, that was totally not worth it for all the bandits I had to kill. Really? Geralt murdered like 15 people just so he can get 3 florins? Somehow I think this Witcher's code thing of his is not really working out very well here. Yeah, I think that's all there is here. Let's just move on to Oxenfurt. Oh, can I go into this house? No? Nope. Alright. Oh hey, the goat. Just gonna kill it. Come here. Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. He'll respawn. Eventually. I'm not really sure how long though. I think it's 3 in-game days for enemies to respawn. Either that or 2. Something like that. Okay, riding on to Oxenfurt. We could have just fast traveled, but if we did that, we wouldn't have discovered all these interesting things in the wilderness. Okay, what do we have here? This is Stonecutter Settlement. Alright, so this is kind of like a village of some sort. Although really it's more of a quarry, a stone quarry.
Faster.
Yeah, so there's no notice boards or anything like that for us to check out. So let's move on. Move aside, Redanian soldiers.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, a lot of soldiers here. Unlike civilians, I mean, Geralt can't really get into a fight with civilians unless they are aggressive to him first. These soldiers, we can get into a fight with, which is very interesting. Like, he can just attract the entire town. And actually, if we get into a fight with these soldiers, I'm pretty sure depending on the location that you fight them, they will just respawn indefinitely. They'll just keep on respawning until either you die or you run away from him. So it's not a good idea to get into a fight with them. Although they're not like super difficult. It's just these guys carrying the spears, you know, they are troublesome.
Long live the king.
Alright. Oh, hi.
Hello, fella. Well met.
Well met to you. Are you new? I haven't seen this cook before.
Fella. Well met.
It's usually just Stepan standing behind the counter.
I remember.
Alright, let's see what I can buy from him.
Mind if
I usually drop by these these innkeepers just to buy some food because food I can always use. Alright, I'll take that pepper, I will take the water, and sure, give me that gutted fish. That's good enough.
So long.
Okay. So now to find Tamara.
Horse bore sold his funeral yesterday.
Aye.
Getting a bit of a frame drop here in Oxenfurt. There are a lot of people to load here. Actually, I'm quite surprised about how well my computer can maintain 60 FPS just in the general wilderness when running this game and recording at the same time. I don't have like the most top-end PC of all time or anything. It's kind of okay. Got a decent graphics card, so...
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Voytek send you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
That was almost too easy. Hi, cat. What's up? Meow?
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Man, she has an attitude. Well, I definitely don't blame you, but I need some answers, man.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
I wouldn't call trading favors blackmail. I would just call it, yeah, trading favors. But tell me about your side of the story.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally, we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Well, that does actually sound pretty miserable. I feel kind of bad just coming here trying to bring you back to your dad, but a deal's a deal. I have to do it. What happened to your mother?
Voytek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Okay. Why did she miss... Actually, we already know the story. Well, we know the Baron side of the story. Let's see how she tells it.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell. That's how it started. We were alone, no one to help. Blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Damn, that's kind of an insult to your current daughter, isn't it? God damn it. Yeah, I can imagine that being a pretty awful night. Your mom got beaten, she's all hurt, your sister literally just died in front of you. Oh my god, can't even imagine.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
And who are these friends?
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
Exactly. You know, they try to say these nice things about the eternal fire. Obviously, they have to. They're like preachers, right? And recruiters. And then when they're done with you and they don't like you anymore, they just burn you at the stake. Find a reason to, at least. But I think the most important thing about the Church of the Eternal Fire is that you can't reveal that you know magic of any kind. With Geralt, it's a little different. I mean, he could cast magic, but for some reason, the Church and Radovid is like known to kind of persecute any kind of mages. They don't really care about Geralt for some reason. I'm not really I'm not really certain behind the reasons for that. So I guess it's just convenience, I suppose.
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
And who are you?
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Okay, you know, something has been bothering me throughout this entire cutscene. And if you look just to the left of Geralt on that counter behind him, next to the chalice of grapes, there is that little bottle of alcohol. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of falling over, but it's not quite. It's like stuck in midair. I'm just looking at it and it's bothering me. So yes, the Baron's pretty desperate for his wife and daughter, actually.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples.
Yes, of course.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
Brainwashed by nonsense. And then there's this cat. There is a sorceress, actually, who was known to kind of associate with cats. What was her name? I can't remember. But it was always a black cat with her. Was it Sabrina? Like Sabrina Glesevig, or was it Asire? I don't remember, but yeah, he's probably just looking at the cat thinking, could that be a sorceress trapped in the cat's body? Anyways, yeah, this thing right here, this is what I'm talking about. This bottle of whatever that is. It's just, why is it like that? Why is it floating in the air? Yeah. Anyway, ooh, mysterious letter. Let's take a look here. All is prepared. We await only your arrival. When I told the commander of your commitment and zeal, he agreed to welcome you to our ranks at once. At first, you will be put through the preliminary training, but you already know how to ride and wield a blade and thus have already mastered the essentials. The rest will not take much time. As soon as you don our colors, we will set out in search of your mother, and we will find her, I promise, even if we have to comb every inch of Velen. Okay, so that's obviously addressed to Tamara, and I'm glad that she is still trying to find her mother. Okay, let's come up here, see what else I can find. Alright, oh, hi. Hello? Okay, guess he's just gonna ignore me. Yeah, pick up some books, that's fine. Couple of extra crowns. Apples. That's very nice of the Eternal Fire to just let me in here and raid all their books. Pure silver. Ooh. And got some more books. Okay. While we are here in Oxenfurt, I feel like I should sell off some of these books. And maybe some of our other miscellaneous items. So, yeah, there is a general merchant around here. It's actually right back there. Let's do some business. Actually, I'm going to edit this part out because it's not going to be all that fun. So, see you guys in a bit. Okay, all done. Sold off some of my crap. Sold off all those books. And just other stuff that were weighing me down. Alright, let's see what the next part is. Alright, so now I have to talk to the Baron about his family. Yep, we can tell him about his wife who got captured by a monster. And his daughter who refuses to return to him. So I'm glad. I'm sure he will be very glad to hear the news. I'm just gonna fast travel for this one because it is a little far. What's this? Oh. Yeah. We should work on, like, maybe upgrades for the Griffin armor soon. Probably next episode, yeah, I'll do a couple of places of interest, do some exploration. Maybe find an upgrade or two for our armor, and it would just be general happiness. Unlike this miserable weather that we have here. I always prefer sunny weather
Master Witcher.
over rainy ones.
Come closer. Don't be shy. You'll find I've everything.
Wait a minute. There's another merchant over here? Huh. Whoa. I can't say I've ever talked to this guy before.
Do I look at all familiar, Master Witcher? My associate and me. You were kind enough to save us from the very guards I myself had hired.
Ah.
All right. Rings a bell now. Get to your destination all right?
We did. And we were lucky to, for the trade proved surprisingly robust. I've new goods now, if you're interested. Naturally, at a sizable discount, it's your due.
Nice. Actually, this happened a couple of episodes ago, and I was saying something about I've never actually ran across this encounter before. And yeah, I don't think I ever have, because I definitely don't remember this merchant coming back here into Crow's Perch to do business, so...
Show me what you've got on offer.
That's actually kind of cool. Oh man, he's selling nothing. Okay, garbage sword, blinders I don't need, and fifth essence, source of rebus, but that's freaking expensive. Ah man, I was hoping he sold something useful.
So long.
Steal around. One for the price of two.
Dribbling.
Really now? Yeah, I don't doubt him. Maybe he's selling the fifth essence a little cheaper than other merchants, but it's not like I would ever buy that stuff anyway. Crafting materials, I feel like it's, well, particularly for crafting potions, I feel like those items should only be just looted, not bought. Unless it's just like the base ingredients like alcohols and powders where we don't have much of a choice.
Service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
So this is what I was telling, saying last episode. He was going all about, what was it? There will be no Forefathers' Eve this year. I was like, wait a minute, but we will help you with Forefathers' Eve later on in the game. So why are you saying this? Anyway, so what will you give me?
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free. This the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid. This too the Pella knows.
Okay, and what is the point of this Forefathers' Eve?
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
Aha, okay, and well, we can reject him, obviously, but, I don't think I will. I'm gonna help you.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Ooh, I'm not sure if I can do that tonight. Actually, maybe. It's only 2:30 p.m., maybe I'll make it.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
Won't ever forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Ah, 25 crowns, very nice. Thank you, my good man. Alright. Hey, Peller, he's just standing here.
Give us a rest. Give us a rest.
Alright. I was hoping he would sell me some alchemy ingredients, but I guess not. Alright, let's go visit the Baron now, shall we?
Little prick.
He's not gonna like the news I'm gonna give him, but... what can we do? Actually, wait a minute. He's downstairs? Hold on. Where is this guy?
Matter where the grub's from? Long as the bowl's full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet under the birches.
Huh.
Why do you have to play that here?
Not really sure where he is. Let's just come up here and see if he's in his room. Is this the Baron's room? I think it is. Yeah, I don't... No, this is not. This is not his room. I don't think. Damn, where is this guy?
What's the rush?
Definitely not going to be in here. Alright, I guess I'll just follow the quest marker. Ah, yes, finally stopped raining. Good. Oh, he's actually right here. In the garden.
Witcher, a word, please.
Man, everyone wants to talk to me today. What is it?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits. Nothing here for you.
Alright, well, maybe I can cheer him up with some bad news.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. I'll never know which blooms would please my second daughter most. Damn shame.
She brought death down on others. The sooner you start thinking of it that way, the better off you'll be.
Can't deny that. Doesn't make it any easier to live with, though.
Yeah, death of a family member is always hard, but to be perfectly fair, we didn't really kill your daughter. I mean, she was already dead. We just kind of, instead of turning her into a guardian spirit, we decided to put her back into the grave. I suppose that is cruel in its own way.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Alright, gotta break some news to you, buddy.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not come back?
Pantoblas from Toussaint? Oh no, they're gonna be wasted. I have no idea what that is, by the way. I think saying I don't blame her is gonna be a little too harsh. I'm just gonna say he's gotta come to terms with it. Yeah, he wasn't exactly the best husband and father to begin with.
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change, I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose. Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Aha, here we go, another Ciri chapter. A nice change of
That
pace.
lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Yeah, I get to make her choices for her now. Cairmorn, I don't know if these people will know what that is. I'm just gonna say on the road.
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Oh god. A man's garb? I can't imagine a man wearing what she's wearing now, but again, this is her DLC alternate outfit, so it's not her default costume. Understandably. Okay, let's see. Are you a mercenary? I mean, all of these are technically lies. She's not, she's almost Witcher, I guess. She was trained to be one, but she hasn't undergone the mutations. Traveler. I think Traveler is the closest thing to the truth that Ciri can provide at this moment.
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Alright. What, are you scared?
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
A sword for a horse. I suppose that's an even trade. I'm not sure if the sword Ciri has is like anything special, so she could probably easily replace it and find another one if she were to lose, but I'll try not to lose here.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
Okay, here we go. Haven't been in too many horse races myself, but this shouldn't be too tough, I'm guessing.
Go on!
But it is really easy to mess up on these horse races. The most important thing is to stay on the track. Sometimes the minimap won't tell you, like, well, I mean, it has that yellow outline telling you exactly where to go, but it's confusing sometimes when you have to make a sharp turn, and when the path splits. Yeah, you could really easily just veer off of it, but we got it. Easy peasy.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Uh-oh.
Another chance to win.
That is a basilisk. Yep, and we're gonna have to fight it as Ciri. I mean, luckily...
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
Damn it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Well, there's a cliffhanger for you. Don't get to play as Ciri until we find Anna. Alright.
So long.
So, not much else to do here. We gotta get back onto the trail and find Anna.
Pam, pam, param.
So actually, let me take a look here. Investigate all remaining leads invalid and find the Baron's wife. Right. So now we're actually stuck on this Family Matters quest now. We're going to have to do the Ladies of the Wood, and I think that's all we really need to do. And then we can finish up basically both of these quests at the same time. Let's just remind ourselves about what this quest is all about. Information found in the home of Hendrik, the Nilfgaardian agent, indicated Ciri had entered into conflict with some witch in Velen. At first, Geralt thought this witch was Kira Metz, but he later learned Hendrik had meant a different individual, one who dwelt in Crookback Bog. So the Witcher ventured into the swamps, determined to find this bog-dwelling witch and ask her about Ciri. Alright, great. So I think we're gonna start that next time. For whatever time we have left for this episode, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe do a couple of treasure hunts. I want to get the next part of the Griffin gear, so we're going to just start on this next treasure hunt and see how far we can get. And actually, the notice board here in Crow's Perch, we haven't read that yet. This is going to unlock a lot of places of interest for us, so let's just go ahead and do this. Prime Mushroom Hunting Grounds. There be a copse in deep wood where man never fails to find mushroom aplenty. For proper recompense, I can show the way. Never see your youngins cry of hunger again. Sophie. Or Sophie. Gwent, looking for new players. The Sharpers, a Gwent playing society based at Crow's Perch, is looking for new members and opponents. Experience preferred, but we will also school newcomers to the game, but not return any coin lost during training matches. For more information, see the club's chairman, Philip Stringer, known as the Bloody Baron. We've already actually beaten the Bloody Baron and gotten his unique card, so don't have to do that anymore. Fistfights. Any man who wants to test his manliness by slugging it out in the ring, come see us and you get to fight the best brawlers around. Smithy, Stan, Fishgulper, Jonah, and the Sergeant. Okay, contract. The Beast of Honorton. Good folk, there's a vile and dangerous spook, beast or devil of sorts, causing no end of trouble near our village, Honorton. We promise our profoundest gratitude and a sizable reward to any brave lad who can slay it. If you are looking to learn more, come pay us a visit. Ask for the Ilderman Sobamir. And another contract, Shrieker, to whom it may concern. Let it hereby be known that whoever kills the Shrieker, the monster that's wove its nest near Crow's Perch and has taken to killing both men and beasts, will be given a sizable reward. Take heed that she's a dreadful, dangerous creature, and killing it will take a trained fighter, not just a pack of peasants with pitchforks. The Chets of Crow's Perch. Pitchforks are pretty powerful if you ask me. Actually, if you ask Geralt, he'll tell you exactly how deadly a pitchfork is. Horse races. If you haven't heard, we race horses around here. Anyone who wants to join, come talk to me. I'll fill you in on how it works. But I'll tell you right now, you gotta pay an entry fee to race. So if you're skint F off. Radco. Alright, so that should actually unlock a couple of side quests for us. So this Gwent new players, that's nothing. Oh, this is a book we picked up earlier. Might as well read it. We're at the end of the episode. We are hunters. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folk like you and yours, I replied. The decent kind, haters of lies, doers of good, the kind who live according to the gods' laws, and nature's laws too, those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers, and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we've the courage to take up arms, to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats us from within. We haven't a leader, we haven't forts or land, though God-fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times, we've not sworn him nor any other ruler any oath. We serve only the eternal fire, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? Any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in every larger city in the north. We will give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We will explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks in strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black hats capped in the yard, to name a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with dimeridium. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinners' darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. That doesn't sound like a swordsman skill. That sounds like a freaking radical, like, religious band of people just hunting down anyone they don't really like. That's really all that is. And here are our 2 contracts, which should unlock a side quest. Yep, the brawling thing is also a side quest. I'm pretty sure the horse racing thing is, yep, another one. Races Coral's Perch, and those 2 contracts, of course. And actually, there is a merchant here that we've never checked out, so let's just talk to him real quick.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasants' goods?
Let's see what you have.
Show me what you got.
Okay, so here we have a set of armor, medium armor, the Nilfgaardian set. This set actually looks amazing. I love the look of the Nilfgaardian armor, so too bad it doesn't have any rune slots, and it's like, you know, it doesn't have a set bonus of any kind, which means it's used purely for the aesthetics, which I would do if the game were easier, but the game is not easy, so I can't wear armor just for the looks. I have to wear them for the stats. Got a crossbow here, broadhead bolts. What else do we have? Nilfgaardian saddle. Is this better than my current one? Fear level, attack power. I think it is better, but I don't really want to spend 100 crowns on it, so I'm gonna skip that. And the saddle bag is the same. Let's see, Cynthia. That is a Gwent card I'm gonna take, and these are other Gwent cards I am going to buy from him. And what is this? Adalbert Kurdsmith 3rd map. Okay, good. Anything else? How much is his food? 2 crowns. Screw that.
See ya.
Alright. So now we should be able to read this map that we purchased, and that will unlock another side quest for us to do. There we go. Castle Gear Upgrade Diagram Part 3. We're probably not gonna have enough time right now to like do another quest to hunt for another piece of the Griffin set. So I think for the rest of this episode, I'm just gonna relax a bit and play some Gwent.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent.
I wonder if I have enough cards to kind of like build another deck. Let's take a look. But first of all, let's throw in this decoy. Yep, 3 decoys in the deck now. Awesome. Do I have enough Scoia'tael cards? No, that doesn't look like enough. What about monsters? Oh, that's definitely not enough. Nilfgaard? Let's see if we have enough Nilfgaard cards. So come decoys. Got Gaunter, 3 of these guys. Yeah, these generic cards are really good, so I'm just going to throw them all in. And let's see how many cards we have. Ah, damn it, we're missing 2 more unit cards. Alright, can't play as Nilfgaard yet, so guess we're just gonna have to keep playing as Northern Realms. Yeah. Actually, I might take out a Commander's Horn now that I have 3 decoys. There we go. Actually, I recently just started playing the online version, the multiplayer version of Gwent again. It definitely changed a lot since its beta stages, and I wouldn't say it's like much better or much worse. All I can say is that it's very different from what it was before. Whereas the beta version of Gwent, you know, keeps true to the original, you know, the single player Gwent in The Witcher 3, like we're playing right now. The newer version of Gwent, it's more like I don't know. It's much more modernized. You know, it's trying to really go out of its element to be to cater to more players, I suppose, which I can definitely respect. But it's lost a lot of its charm in the meanwhile. So while I do still enjoy playing it, it's definitely not as fun as it used to be. Okay, so about this game, how should I proceed here? Definitely want to win this first round. Oh man, okay, he's actually putting in the tempo, huh? In that case, let's play out this guy. Control Dim's Darkness. We're gonna have to anyway because we have one of them in the hand. And probably won't be able to bring it out with Gaunter. Alright, so he plays a spy here, which is actually pretty bad news for me. Damn it, I don't have a decoy or anything. Let's just play this. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Oh god. Damn it, he took the round. Ah. Oh, that's awful. That is really bad. I think I just might lose. Well, let's play the cow. Yep. And I need 11 points to beat him, which means I'll just play Yennefer. At least the cow will give me a little bit of carryover. Okay. And hopefully this is enough. Come on, Gaunter. You got this. 14 points. Okay, he needs to make up 29 points in 3 cards. That's actually kind of difficult, depending on what he has. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. That's definitely not enough. And he's got nothing. There we go. I certainly wouldn't mind another spy in my deck. Right now we have one, which is fine, but I believe Northern Realms has access to 2 spies in this game, if I'm not wrong. Those being Sigismund, Dijkstra, and Taller.
That ought to set me straight.
Taller being the better spy. But I think that one will come way later on in the game. Okay, let's go again. Oh god. Oh man. Why do I have both shadows? Let's get rid of these. Okay, good. Actually, this hand is really good now. So, this dude is playing Scoia'tael. Yeah, given just how good my hand is, he's probably not going to win. So, put that down. Havkar Smuggler. Oh, nice. Pretty decent tempo play. Okay. There it is. He passes. So now I get to draw a card. Ah, damn it. I drew the worst possible card. Well, let's just play it. Thin the deck out, I suppose, which actually doesn't do anything because I don't have any more draw power. So in the online version of Gwent, you actually get to draw 3 cards between each round, regardless of what faction you're playing. So obviously, deck thinning in multiplayer is a very important thing, but it's because this single player version, you don't typically draw any more cards. Oh my god, this is gonna destroy him. That is a 35-point play. Yeah, unless you're Northern Realms, you don't draw any cards outside of like spies, so deck thinning doesn't really do much. Man, he's got all these weather cards. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and clear that. And it's looking very, very grim for him. There's Gaunter. And that's all she wrote. Wow. He had all 3 weather cards in his hand. This is exactly why I don't play weather cards. And what does this guy give me? Fryhead Brigade Recruit.
How can I help you?
Oh, I don't believe we actually spoken to her yet. This is Joanna.
Interesting lilt in your voice. You originally from Skellige?
Ardskellig. Spent my whole childhood in Holmstein.
Why'd you leave?
Always had a liking for the smithy. I'd sit there all day taking things in. The heat of the furnace, the smell of the hot steel, the pounding hammers. At 17 winters, my dad told me he could teach me no more. Sent me out there into the world, bid me to hone my craft. A few years on, I had my master crafting papers. Then the war broke out, and I landed here.
Alright, sounds good. What do you have to sell?
What are you selling? What's good?
So she is actually the armor smith apprentice. But later on we will discover that she's actually much more than that. So let's see what we have here. Ballista expert. Do I really want these things? Oh my god, siege tower. That's a lot of... Oh man, this ballista costs 146? Are you kidding me? Catapult costs 50. Trebuchet expert. Siege tower. I think I'm gonna buy the siege tower here. And I don't need a... I'm not gonna buy this ballista, but I think I'll buy everything else. The catapults and the trebuchet expert. There we go. And what do you sell here? Ah, I see, yeah. So these tooltip descriptions have been updated. So now it says 50% of missing item durability restored. That makes things a lot more clear, because for the longest time I didn't know what these armor repair kits are doing. But now it repairs 50% of the missing, yeah. So that's good that the tooltip has been updated. Lesser Glyph of Yard, nah. And, ooh, crystallized essence. Oh, interesting. What is this? Amber fragment. You know what I really want? Bigger saddlebags for Roach. That would really, really help me out. We are at like, what, episode 40? So we're like very deep into the game now, and I'm still just using my very beginner saddlebags, which I bought in White Orchard.
Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
Okay, so let's just do one last Gwent game, and we'll just call it quits for this time. So, I bought an extra siege tower, which I'm going to throw in. I'm actually going to also throw in... let me just take a look here. I got a trebuchet and a catapult expert. I think I'm going to take out the trebuchet expert. I know I just bought one, but... And I'm going to put in more... Ah, oh, damn it. I thought I had another catapult expert. Let's see, how do I want to do this? What is the best way to optimize my deck right now? Damn, I have like 5 catapult cards, but I only have 1 catapult expert. I don't know what's more efficient here. Do I have trebuchets in my deck? I have 1 ballista, which I don't need, and 1 trebuchet. I guess I... Okay, we'll do it like this. Take out the catapult. I will throw in the trebuchet expert again, and I'll throw in another... Actually... No. We'll just throw in multiple of these catapults. So if we happen to have the expert, then we can just like lay down all of these catapults. That's 4 of them in this deck. And... might as well go all in, take out that trebuchet and put in another catapult. That's 5 catapults in this deck. There aren't any like card limits. You can play as many copies of a card as you want in a deck. It's just in vanilla Witcher 3, they actually kind of limit on how many of a certain type of card you can actually find in the world. But with this Gwent++ mod, I don't think there are limits. You can just kind of buy as much as you can, or as many cards as a merchant can offer. So, yeah, things can get pretty wild. Let's look into this guy. Another catapult. Oh my god. And let's just stick with this. We have a lot of tempo in this hand. Alright, so let's start off with this catapult expert. And we're just going to play out all of our catapults. Oh man, that's actually a fairly powerful play. There we go. Rain, damn it. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Well, might as well play another catapult. He's gonna pass, which is fine. I'm just gonna clear the weather and take this round 1. Good. Okay, so for this round, what should I do here? I think I'll just play out this shadow. This will thin the deck out a little bit so I can play that Dijkstra, draw 2 cards, and maybe draw into something good. Oh god, Scorch. Well, I guess we're not gonna take this round. We're just gonna kind of bleed him out and move on to round 3. So this cow will be excellent for that. In fact, I can make it even more excellent by decoying the cow and playing it again. Yeah, bleeding more cards out of his hand. There you go. Another Commander's Horn. Actually, I'm also going to play out these catapults because they're kind of weak, and I won't need them for round 3. Oh man, holy, that is so much tempo. I am out of here. Draug, oh wow, that is a very powerful card. 12 strength and it scorches? Scorches close combat units, okay. Only if I have 10 plus in that row though, which is too bad for him. Alright, yeah. So actually that would be a she, because we are fighting against Joanna here. She put up an valiant effort, but in the end, couldn't win. Okay, and what card do we get from her? Imlerith. Oh, whoa. Isn't that a... Wait a minute. That's a monster card, but what does that even do? Imlerith. Oh wow, okay. It's a 13 strength Commander's Horn on the row. Oh my god, that is so strong. Wish I had more monster cards though, but I have like 5 monster cards in total actually. Oh well. Okay, so I think we're done for this time for now. Next time I'll probably do a bout of side quests, maybe some exploration. We will just have to see. I'm just kind of playing through this game by ear. I'm not really planning anything out or anything like that. I feel like the game is just more exciting when I'm just roaming around in the open world, coming across just random things that surprise me. And that's like kind of the primary reason I'm not doing any kind of practice runs either. So this is not meant to be a guide of any sort. I'm just playing this mostly for my own amusement, and also just to showcase this amazing W3EE mod as well. Anyways guys, that's it for this time. I'll see you guys again.